Yes, yes. I am watching Bleach and I am reviewing Bleach on the channel. So this is not I guess you could say this is not a joke, and stuff like that. So, hey guys, this is Cam15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm here with my very first Bleach review. Now, if you're wondering, oh, are you going to be doing a review of the arc structures? Um, yeah, pretty much a reviewing of the arc structure, like you did with Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball, which I think I'm gonna redo my Dragon Ball arc reviews and stuff like that. Um, One Piece, and I forgot what other anime I did arc reviews for, but I think those are my three so far. That I did arc reviews of those shows. Now, I'm currently watching Bleach right now. I'm on episode 22, which I started the new arc, which is the Soul Society arc, from what it's called, I'm guessing. But for this video only, I'm only going to be reviewing one whole arc, which is the Agent of Shikigami. Yeah, what is it? Hold on. The substitute Shinigami arc, are the Agent of the Shinigami arc. Either or, same thing. Whatever. Now, like I said, I'm on episode 22. I will more than likely be doing an episode 21 and 22 episode review. And how my Bleach reviews are going to be going is I'm just going to be reviewing each and every individual episode that I watch. So that means I'm going to get my lazy butt up after I watch an episode, then get on, review it, and stuff like that. Now, I don't know when these episode reviews will go up. I'll try to, I'm guessing since Bleach is a long running show, and I kind of want to finish as fast because I know it's coming back in terms of, I guess, this 1,000-year blood war arc or something like that. So I'm gonna take my time with watching this series, but at the same time, I'm trying to go as fast as I possibly can before the new I guess the new anime of Bleach comes back and stuff like that. So yeah, but I'm gonna be doing episode reviews. I'm guessing the episode reviews, like I said, if I have time in my schedule, expect them to probably be daily. Not every single day they'll be uploaded and stuff like that, but expect them to be daily based on how many based on how many videos it is for a given day. Like if I'm already recorded like 3 videos and they're going on YouTube, I'm not going to probably have a fourth video right then and ready. So pretty much my kind of free days are like typically Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, we'll see. The Bleach episode reviews can go up and vary. So there is really no set schedule. If you see it and you like Bleach, well, there you go. You get my thoughts. And yes, I will be reviewing the anime. I'm not reading the manga because I'm not it's not that I wouldn't be opposed to reading the manga. It's just the thing is anime is more accessible to me, and two, that's a lot of manga I'd be paying with. Like I have like you don't see it over here, you don't see it, but I have a freaking One Piece collection sitting on top of my like bed or something like that. And I'm only, for my One Piece manga collection, I'm only up to like the freaking Ennis Lobby arc and stuff like that. And I didn't get the freaking books that have the 3 volumes in one. But yes. Expect anime episodes of Bleach. Those are the things. But I'm definitely gonna be very intrigued and excited to discuss and talk about Bleach as the weeks go on. Months go on, because a lot of people like Bleach. It's one of what people would say one of the bigger series. I think at some point somebody called it, like, put it in like one of the big three or something like that, which I think at the time I guess it was Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, and stuff like that. Because typically, in my opinion, the original the original anime big three, or the original Shonen Jump big three, is Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. I don't know if I'm ever getting into Naruto. I have never been interested in getting into Naruto, but I've heard things about it and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'll ever get into Naruto anytime soon. But I started Bleach. I was always intrigued to watch and see Bleach and everything. I was actually more intrigued to see Bleach and stuff like that and see what it has to offer. Again, just like most of the other animes I have gotten into in terms of Shonen Jump stuff, you can thank the video game Jump Force. I know it's not the best anime game out there, but hey, it was something where I saw Ichigo's character. I did play with him a few times, even though I never knew what the hell this guy was and stuff like that. And pretty much my whole background with Bleach is the fact that I knew that the main character was Ichigo, and stuff like that, sporky orange hair. I knew about the one chick named Rukia, and then I always heard about Aizen and stuff like that, and things like that. But the more I got accustomed with Bleach, or the more I got to just on the outside looking in about Bleach. Obviously, I say the characters of Yoraichi, Rengiku, who I haven't even seen her yet. At the point I'm in, and I don't care what anybody says. I've already freaking just from the clips alone I've watched. I'm like, yeah, she's my waifu character already, and I don't need to see it anymore, and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I was very intrigued to see. Okay, yeah, now, it took me a bit to freaking watch the first episode and stuff like that, which was probably about a week ago, and then now I'm committed to watching it. It was kind of the whole thing about One Piece, or for me, One Piece. Still, I haven't had that. I guess you can say I've already had that moment where it's kind of clicked me in because right now, like I said, I'm on this part where Rukia's brother pretty much comes in, takes her away, and is pretty much I'm on the part where I guess they're gonna have to go save her and stuff like that. So, um, yes. So that's kind of my background into Bleach and everything and stuff like that. Of like, okay, you know, am I accustomed with it? But ultimately enough, it's like it's something that I didn't even freaking know. So let's get into the substitute Shinigami arc, which is pretty much the first arc of the series. And it starts off. So we're pretty much introduced to our main character of the series, which is Ichigo Kurosaki. And the interesting thing about him is he can actually see spirits. He can see like these souls or these like dead souls or these spirits and everything. And it's actually kind of interesting to say the least. But we also have and pretty much the thing about this show is, or I guess the series is, there's like two different like souls. You got like these regular souls that they just haven't yet to be cast to pretty much the afterlife, while you have these evil souls called hollows, and these hollows are pretty much people that pretty much who are killed, they end up freaking having like this chain of fate or something like that. And if that chain of fate breaks, well, then they end up turning into a hollow. And they pretty much become, I guess you can say, the embodiment of what a demon would be in this, and I guess in this series version. Again, please, if you want to correct me if I missed something, please correct me. I'm always open. Now I'm not doing this with any notes. I'm just doing this off the memory. I'm doing this off my phone because they're giving me, I found a summary and stuff like that. So if I missed something, please put it in the comment section, and stuff like that, because I probably won't go back, edit it out and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going this right off the head from pretty much things I can remember. I can remember the first arc fairly good. So yes, now Ichigo, he lives with his dad and his two sisters, Yuzu and Karin, who I'm already liking Karin a lot more because I think she's the more hilarious thing. The dad is also funny too. Every time the dad actually got a good laugh out of me. It's not like overbearing. The dad's not overbearing. Now I can understand why some people could get annoyed with the dad, but the dad actually is fairly good, and he actually gives Ichigo some good tips, and he's actually legitimately caring. Like I like before he goes to leave for the Soul Society, his dad actually shows up and freaking sends him off and everything, which I'm like, dang, his dad's really cool. And for some reason, I know this anime is done by freaking I'm watching the dub. I know, hate on me for watching the dub, whatever, I don't care. His dad, his dad sounds like the voice actor of Patrick Seitz. I never looked up who plays the English voice actor of Patrick Seitz. or the English dub actor of Ichigo's dad. But it sounds like Patrick Seitz, but it isn't, because Patrick Seitz more of a Funimation dude. But I think it's the same voice actor that does what's his face? The dude from Hunter x Hunter. Oh crap, I forgot his name. He's the dude that wears the suit, and he's one of Gon's boys. Um, crap. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen Hunter x Hunter, anyways, too. But yeah, but that's what he sounds like. And more importantly, he looks like him too. But yeah, that's the thing. So, like I said, he has his two sisters, and pretty much he's kind of overprotected now. His mother, which we'll get into another in a few minutes later into the review, I'll explain that. So yeah, he's pretty much kind of living out his peaceful life. He can see spirits, and also the same thing too is his sisters can see spirits, they just can't make it out. They can't see what Ichigo can see, and stuff like that. I think Yuzu's the one that can't see them fully, but Karin can see them, and stuff like that. Now he ends up running into this issue with a hollow, and all of a sudden this girl named Rukia transforms from, like, I think like a bird or something like that into her human form, and that's when she presents herself and stuff like that. And we find out she's from this like place called the Soul Society, and she's a soul reaper, pretty much, where soul reapers pretty much take out hollows, and I guess you could say send them to the afterlife, because that's what they're doing. Now Rukia ends up trying to fight the hollow that Ichigo tries to fight, but Ichigo gets defeated, and Rukia ends up getting harmed. And Rukia's like, listen, I can give you some of my Soul Reaper power so you can take down this hollow. But the thing is, even when Ichigo goes to do that, he actually takes all of Rukia's Soul Reaper powers, and he becomes a Soul Reaper, and it's a pretty badass scene and everything. So yes, anyways, it looks like things are just fine and dandy and everything, and he shows up to school and everything. And the thing with this is that's when he's met by some of his friends and stuff like that. And this is when we kind of get most of the more side important cast members, that contribute to the story, which are a guy named Chad, who I like a lot, Orihime, who right now probably is my second favorite chick in terms of looks and waifu department, even though she is kind of an airheaded klutz. And then if I can look up her friend real quick, and hold on a real quick second. It's gonna be a while. Okay, back. It's Tatsuki. Orihime's best friend is Tatsuki, another girl I actually fairly like, and stuff like that. And we end up meeting another guy later named Uryu, who is hilarious in his own right. But we see how Rukia, pretty much because she has no Soul Reaper powers, she pretty much follows Ichigo, and they have this talk where it's the whole thing where Rukia has to wait a while till her Soul Reaper powers come back. So pretty much Ichigo has to be a substitute for her, which we later find out that's actually like illegal, or against the laws for Soul Reapers and stuff like that. They can't do that and everything. But it's funny because you have these scenes to where Ichigo and Rukia clearly, they don't like each other at first, but you see by the end of this arc, they actually start to grow appreciative for each other, and she actually does genuinely care about this dude, especially after it's revealed to her how his mother died and stuff like that. And when you get that whole thing, it's crazy. I like how their Ichigo Rukia relationship is completely like at first it starts with the whole thing that they don't want nothing to do with each other. It's just kind of a professional working relationship, and then it ends up turning into a friend relationship where they both genuinely care about each other. Now I don't know the ships in Bleach. I think more than likely, I think Ichigo is typically shipped with Orihime, but since I was watching this for the first time, I definitely could see it to why some people, if you're watching this for the first time, some people would think, oh, Ichigo is shipped with what could be shipped with Rukia, but you know, that's like saying the same thing with Goku when he first met a Bulma. You could ship those two, but technically he ended up hooking up with Chi-Chi instead of Bulma and stuff like that. And the only reason why I said this is because typically the anime tropes is, well, typically if it's the first girl, if it's the main character meets the first girl, typically those are the two characters that end up hooking up. But Dragon Ball is like the exception. Naruto is definitely another exception. And stuff like that. But that's definitely only with the romance shows, the romance animes and stuff like that, not in the shonen animes, because shonen animes, they don't really like to touch on the whole I guess romance angle because they're typically battle mangas and stuff like that. But you know, going on, whatever. So that's kind of the whole thing. Now we kind of get into one of the most major first arcs of this story, and that's kind of revolved around Orihime. And we kind of find out that Orihime kind of in a way lives on her own. Like the last bit of family members she had at the time was her older brother, but her older brother ended up dying. And the thing is, you kind of get a very interesting thing where this hollow ends up attacking, and Ichigo fights it, and Ichigo actually takes off its mask or breaks its mask, the hollow's mask, which Ruki is like, no, you just did it the wrong way. You have to pretty much to kill a hollow, you have to do it this exact way. But when Ichigo does it the wrong way, he pretty much sees that's Orihime's brother. So pretty much the hollow goes back and it starts attacking Orihime and Tatsuki. And pretty much the thing is the hollow manages to the thing is the hollow is trying to kill Orihime because it's going after the said person that became the hollow's most treasured person, pretty much. And it goes in Orihime's in her soul form with the chain of fate, and pretty much the thing is, if the chain breaks, Orihime is going to die and then turn into a hollow as well. Now the thing is, Orihime and Tatsuki cannot see the hollow and anything, so to them it looks like a pretty much ghost, and that's all we see in this entire show. Regular humans cannot see these hollows or any other soul things and stuff like that. Anything that comes with the souls, like they can't see other soul reapers or any hollows and stuff like that. To them, it looks like you're seeing an invisible object. Some characters can actually, we see later, they'll actually be able to see the hollows and stuff like that, or just, I guess, an invisible like being and stuff like that. So that's the thing. Anyways, Ichigo comes in to help Orihime and everything. And pretty much it's kind of an emotional little, character building arc for Orihime from the standpoint. We find out that pretty much her brother, in a way, I guess you can say, kind of felt a little bit jealous / envious of the fact that after the brother died, at first Orihime was always praying and everything because because of her brother and everything. But, obviously over time, she got over the mourning phase, and, because she had her friends that are always there with her, like Tatsuki, in a way, it kind of helped her be able to meld the pain she had in her heart about her brother, the loss of her brother. And she found something where her friends were always there for her to pretty much be that, light to keep her going. And her brother, I guess you can say in a way, felt jealous about that, felt abandoned, felt lonely, the fact that Orihime wasn't strictly focusing on him, even though after he passed away and everything, and given him the attention of the day, like, hey, thank you, brother, yada, yada, yada. And, Orihime pretty much kind of says, like, I never forgot about you and I never will forget about you. And kind of because also too, with her little, I guess you could say barrette, that kind of is in her hair, which is this little flower barrette. The brother sees that no, Orihime hasn't forgotten him, because she kind of wears the barrette as a way of remembrance, because we find out in the past that her brother got her that things, which the barrette we'll talk into a whole different type of thing when we get later on too, and stuff like that. So because of it, the brother pretty much holds the hollow half of him back before it ends up trying to kill Orihime and Ichigo. Ichigo finishes off, sends sends Orihime's brother to the afterlife, and that's the whole thing. Now, the thing is too, the thing too with these first two hollow incidents is Rukia pretty much erases the memories of Orihime, Tatsuki, and even Ichigo's sisters that were attacked by the hollow in the first couple of episodes and stuff like that. So they don't know what's going on, but eventually we see how Orihime's memories, they end up coming back of the incident, and that's why she can remember some of the things and stuff like that. The next part revolves around Chad. The thing is with Chad is he takes care of this bird that was actually used to be a human person, a human boy, but I believe it's this human's boy mother that ended up dying thanks to this hollow, and this hollow pretty much kind of made a whole kind of, I guess you could say, a deal with the devil situation with this boy of, I can bring your mother back, just become this bird and do my bidding for me and stuff like that. And it's nothing, too gleaming to make a mention on, but the cool thing is we get is Chad actually does fight the hollow. And I do like the thing where Rukia helps Chad fight the hollow, because Rukia can see the hollow and Chad helps fight it. And it's kind of a nice little introductory arc to Chad. Chad is actually a really damn good character. Honestly, I really do like Chad as a character, and stuff like that. He's kind of your quiet, cool dude and stuff like that. And the name's in it. He is a Chad. I ain't gonna lie. He is a Chad. And you get this very emotional goodbye of this kid who pretty much turned into a bird in Chad. And as he gets sent to the afterlife to join his mother and everything. And it was really sad stuff there. Really good arc. Really good arc. Nothing big ultimately happens in this arc. But again, another touching arc and stuff like that. The next kind of big arc, I guess we get a focus on is we get the introduction to Cone. Pretty much Rukia goes to this shop called which is run by this guy named Uehara. And he gets this soul candy because typically she won't always be there in the vicinity of Ichigo to be able to force him out and turn him into his soul form so he can be a soul reaper and stuff like that. So she gets this soul candy, which when Ichigo eats it, pretty much his soul form comes out so he can do his soul reaper stuff. But at the same time, the soul candy gives his real body the personality of whatever was within the soul candy and stuff like that. And that's when we get introduced to Cone. Now Cone tries to do his own little things. He's kind of like also the pervert character too. I don't know if that's going to change, but he has like a fetish for Orihime and stuff like that we see throughout the rest of the episodes. Your typical perverted character that some people may not like and stuff like that, but it is what it is. I don't really care. But the thing is with him is, even though he's running around Ichigo's body, he sees these kids that almost end up getting attacked by a hollow, and he actually defends them and stuff like that. And he actually actually has a heart and everything. But we see he's on and off and stuff like that. He's kind of your comedic, like I said, perverted character, but it is whatever you interpret or however you interpret to feel about him. I don't mind him, but I can understand why some people get annoyed with Cone and stuff like that. So yes. Next thing in this arc, the Uryu stuff. So the Uryu stuff was actually fairly freaking interesting. Because this is when we get introduced to a different kind of, I guess, being a race. And the thing is, Uryu challenges Ichigo to a contest to see who can take out the most hollows. And the thing is, Uryu is a Quincy, and pretty much Quincy's and Soul Reapers didn't see eye to eye. And the thing is, Soul Reapers, they lay their souls to rest. They lay the souls they're fighting from like hollows and stuff to rest. While Quincy's, when they fight hollows, they just pretty much kill them. Now, the thing with hollows is they actually like use this like energy like arrow type of thing and stuff like that. So he pretty much challenges Ichigo to this. And then we get some backstory about Soul Reapers and Quincy's. And pretty much the thing is, there was like a balance in the world to manage this, but the thing is the balance was breaking, and it was mostly because the Quincy's and everything, but the Soul Reapers like, listen, you can't do this, you're creating this imbalance in the world. So guess what? We have to kill you. And the Soul Reapers actually killed the Quincy's. Uryu is pretty much the last remaining Quincy left alive. And he was trained by his master, which is his grandfather. And he has this contest where he pretty much summons all these hollows, and it gets to the point where things end up getting freaking crazy and stuff like that. You have it to where Chad ends up fighting a hollow where he unlocks what I'm guessing is his superpower, where he gets like this like freaking gigantic destruction like arm, and everything. That reminds me of the one guy from One Piece in the Dressrosa arc with the freaking one crazy looking arm that when he hits it, you blow up and stuff like that. So he managed to take out the hollow with his arm and stuff like that. At the same time, you can also see it now. Or no, he helps. Well, he doesn't see it, but he helps out Ichigo's sister Karin, from getting killed by a hollow because Karin can see it. Orihime's whole thing in this whole situation ends up with the fact that she ends up going up against this one hollow that can end up controlling people, things, spinning like this acid thing. And it ends up controlling this one chick and then even Tatsuki. And pretty much with the pleas that Orihime is making, she has these pleas, and all of a sudden her barrette, like her flower barrette that her brother was gave to her, pretty much lights up, and we see how she pretty much summons these, I guess you could say, these little fairies in a way. And by chanting out some of the phrases the fairies were saying, they pretty much can make shields and help Orihime fight everything. And with the help, with this, Orihime manages to take out the hollow that was in her way and everything, and she saves Tatsuki as well and stuff like that, which I was like, whoa, what the heck? Crazy. Now Ichigo and Uryu, they're fighting their own hollows and stuff like that, but they're also having trouble and stuff like that. Our boy, the dude Uryu, he's like bleeding every time he uses the thing and stuff like that, and he's messing up his hand. But eventually it comes to the point where when they find each other, pretty much, Ichigo's like, listen, dude, we have to work together and stuff like that. And I forgot to mention, I totally skipped over Ichigo's mom's backstory. I'll get into that later, because the thing is, we find out that Uryu's grandfather died because of a Soul Reaper, and that's why he doesn't really like Soul Reapers and stuff like that. And that's when Ichigo can relate to him, because he's like, yeah, I don't like hollows much because my mother died. Going off topic. So we actually get the backstory to Ichigo's mother and stuff like that. So Ichigo's mother, was a mother that actually cared a lot about everybody. And pretty much the thing is, we get in one episode where Tatsuki's like, yeah, Ichigo's not going to show up this day. And he doesn't show up this day. And Orihime finds out because, well, the next day is when his mother died. And it's kind of the anniversary where he doesn't really do anything. And the thing is, Ichigo blames himself for his mother's death. And we find out that's not the case. This hollow actually ended up killing his mom. The backstory was, Ichigo and his mother was walking home, and this girl, Ichigo sees this girl, and he tries to go save this girl from falling in, but in reality, he passes out, or he gets knocked out. And then all of a sudden, when he reawakens, his mother is just on top of him, dead. We find out that this hollow pretty much was using this lore, like in this antennae lore, and stuff like that. And pretty much the thing is, he would do it to kill humans, and that's what he did. He ends up actually coming back, and the thing is, Ichigo wants to defeat him to get revenge for his mother, but the thing is, he ends up getting away and stuff like that. And that's what, like I said when earlier, that's when Rukia starts to feel for him and stuff like that. And things like that. Also, in the same time, we get introduced to another Soul Reaper. I forgot his name, but that's pretty much when Rukia's, let known, like, what you're doing is illegal, pretty much. And the fact that, he's using your Soul Reaper powers, it's illegal and stuff like that. So the Soul Society will find out, and they will come after you, pretty much, hinting at what we get at the end of the arc, and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was the whole thing. But like I said, going back to the Uryu arc, I guess you can say, the little mini arc we have there. The thing is, they start to fight together, and they start to take down all the hollows and everything. But you see this gigantic crack in the sky, and this freaking hollow, this gigantic kaiju hollow comes out, and he's called Menos Grande. Yes, I know, I know. Anyways, he looks like a damn. This Menos Grande looks like a Grimmy Snarl. Yeah, a Grimmy Snarl. If you play Pokemon Sword and Shield, you would know what that Pokemon is. So I have to wonder if Pokemon actually took the design of Menos Grande and said, you know what? Let's actually make something like that, but just a little bit smaller, and stuff like that. But because Ichigo's overwhelming soul powers, crazy strong and everything, he ends up defeating the Menos Grande, and actually Menos Grande, he gets attacked and it's pretty much damaged. Menos Grande is like, yeah, I'm not gonna stay around here. Deuces. He literally opens up the crack in the wall and he's like, see ya. So I don't know if we're gonna see this Menos Grande again or something like that. But I when I watched the episode, I was honestly cracking up. The fact that the Menos Grande took one hit and is like, I'm not fucking with this shit. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Nuh-uh. You go ahead. But the thing is, Ichigo's overwhelming soul power was so much that it's too much for him to handle, and he can potentially like damn near die. So Uryu, he steps on the sword, pretty much absorbs the soul power and uses his uses his arrow to send it out to pretty much save his life. And in a way, him and Ichigo don't see eye to eye, but they're kind of, I guess you can say, allies in arms and stuff like that. So yes, and this presumably gets us to the last part of the Agent of Shinigami arc, or Substitute Shinigami arc, where we see this guy, where we see Rukia's adoptive brother, older brother, called Byakuya, and this other guy named Renji show up and pretty much say, you're pretty much under arrest for breaking the laws of the Soul Society, and you need to come here because you were not supposed to allow somebody to take your soul powers, and stuff like that. So what you're doing is a crime, and you will be, you will be judged for it, which means you will more than likely die for this. Also, too, we're gonna find the person who took your soul powers, and then we're gonna kill him. But it ends up into the thing where Kon ends up telling Ichigo about this. Ichigo tries to now Uryu actually comes across this, but he ends up getting defeated. Ichigo shows up. He actually takes out Renji. He actually, beats Renji, but Byakuya is too much for him, and he gets easily defeated by Byakuya. And pretty much reluctantly, Rukia tells him to stay down because he's a worthless human and he has nothing left and stuff like that. So because of it, they end up going back to the Soul Society, where Rukia is going to end up being judged, and we end up finding out that she is going to be pretty much getting Porcus de-aced, pretty much she's going to be killed, pretty much, which her brother says that's going to happen to you, and stuff like that, and it's the last time. We also kind of see that Byakuya kind of has no sympathy, or he doesn't really care about Rukia. So that's very interesting, to say the least, and everything. Now, the thing is, Ichigo wants to save Rukia, and the thing he makes a mention of is how everybody's pretty much forgotten Rukia, 100%, because she went back to the Soul Society, and pretty much everybody forgot like nothing happened. But the thing is, Chad, Uryu, and Orihime are the only people that actually remember her. And that's when they come together and they agree that they want to save Rukia. So Ichigo ends up getting training from Uehara at his shop and everything, on pretty much becoming a Soul Reaper, and his own Soul Reaper. And he goes through all this training to the point he damn near almost gets like turned into a freaking hollow and everything. Like, he increases his stamina and his strength and everything. The hollow thing was crazy. And it gets to a point where he has to, before he turns into a hollow, he has to find his Zen, what they call his Zen Zaketsu or something like that. Hold on, I actually got it in the summary. Or no, his Zanpakuto. and stuff like that. Which pretty much is his sword, which I know it's not his main sword. I see him because I know he has like I know his main sword looks something to like of Cloud from um Final Fantasy, something like that. But I'm guessing this is like his first sword or something that he gets. And that the whole training there was crazy and stuff like that. And the one guy saying like call out for my name and stuff like that. And man, he gets it. He's a lot more powerful and stuff like that. So yeah. While in the meantime, this talking cat named Yoraichi ends up training Chad and Orihime to better use their soul powers and stuff like that. And pretty much the thing is, at the end of the arc, they're all ready to go to the Soul Society to go save Rukia from her execution, pretty much. But that's kind of it. I will say the Substitute Shinigami arc was a very solid arc in terms of introducing the characters, and what they can do, what their abilities are, and stuff like that. And it was an arc that got me intrigued. It really got me hooked on this whole it's time to save Rukia type of thing and stuff like that. So yes, but anyways, that's my thoughts on the first arc of Bleach. Again, put in the comment section if I miss any important topics and stuff like that. As well as hit that subscribe button. You want to get more Bleach content as I upload to the channel. Again, I'll be doing Bleach episode reviews from this point on. Now episode 21 and 22 will be a double formatted episode review and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Said everything I needed to say. So till then, guys, have a great rest of your day, and hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. Till then, guys, peace.